Okay guys, home stretch with this one. So, before we start, everyone who is at this point should be able to play the whole piece of Spider-Man with the metronome and without pausing. If you're not there yet, keep working on that. That's a really, really valuable thing to be able to do. And it's also going to make it much easier to do what we've got planned for today. Okay? So, second thing I just want to point out, we're using a slightly different metronome today. If you type in metronome into Google, you get this. The reason this is good is because it's got a little handle that you can click and drag, and you can make as fast as you want, or you can make it as slow as you want. I mean, up to 40 BPM, I guess. It doesn't go any slower than that. That is actually the numbers that a metronome uses. It goes all the way from 40 to 218. At least I believe so. But today, we're just going to start out at 60, but we are going to be increasing it in a little bit because our aim today is to be able to play Spider-Man at the speed at which it was intended. Now, I actually don't know what the tempo is of Spider-Man, so I'm going to look it up. Spider-Man theme song tempo. 160 BPM. Okay, so we've got a long way to go before we get there, but that's okay. That's that we don't necessarily have to get all the way there, but that's definitely the target that we want to shoot for, at least at some point. Okay, so enough being about the bush. So here's what we're going to try and do today. We're going to try and gradually increase the speed at which we're able to play this. So we're going to start off 60 BPM, just like we always have. We're going to be able to see if we can play it the whole piece, the whole way through. Okay, so I'll demonstrate that for you now. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 okay. So that's what we need to be able to do at the bare minimum. So play all the way through without pausing. Okay, what we're then going to do, we're going to try 70. Okay. I'm not going to play the whole thing for you. I'll just play the first bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and oh no, I've made a mistake there. Okay, so this is the little game that I want you to play when you're practicing. So if you can play, so we're going to start off at 60. If you can play at 60, that's great. We're going to jump up to 70. If you can play 70 and you without making any mistakes, that's great. You can jump up to 80. But if you play at 70 like I just did and you make a mistake, then you have to jump all the way back down to 60, okay? So it's a fun little game to see how high can you push yourself how fast can you play this piece? And the most important thing with this is to, because normally if I were there, I would be saying, nope, okay, you've made a slight mistake there, you've got to go back down. Because you guys are practicing on your own or with your parents or whatever it is, you have to be very honest with yourself and say, okay, yep, I didn't play at 70 exactly right, so I have to then go back down to 60. But then next time you might say, okay, I've got to play at 60, then I'm going to play it at 70, and then you nail 70 that time. You say, okay, great, then I'm going to go on to 80, and so on and so on and so on. If you want another good thing where you can approach this is by saying, okay, today I was able to play at 80 BPM. Okay, make sure you write that down and say, okay, tomorrow I will start at 80 BPM and see if I can get to 90 BPM. But then again, if you make a mistake, then you have to come back down to 80 BPM. So basically, that's a little game that I play with myself sometimes when I'm trying to improve how fast I'm able to play a piece. But it's going to be up to you to make it work for yourself. And like I'm saying, you have to be honest with how fast you can play it, and if you're making any mistakes when you do. So that's the game. Start off at 60. If you can play that through, go up to 70. If you can play that through, go up to 80. But if you make a mistake, you have to jump back down to the previous one, back down to 70. And then if you want to, you can say, all right, today my high score was 70 BPM. I'm going to start from 70 tomorrow. Okay, so I look forward to seeing how you guys get on. If you want to send me any videos of you guys doing that for verification, then you can leave a comment down below, or you can email Louise at Dalmain, and she will pass on your message or your video to me. Okay, hopefully that made sense for you guys. Happy practicing, and see you next time. Bye.